Praise the Lord. I greet you all in the name of Jesus. My name is Ifranur Warsame, and my baptized name is Victoria Johanna. I came from a Somali community, but I was born in Tanzania, a place called Singida. We were 8 siblings, but after my dad died, we relocated to Kenya, a place called Isiolo. That time I was 4 years, and I was the last born of the 8 siblings. After we went there to Isiolo, I started there in Kenya to study for my primary education nursery. After that, I started the nursery school. When I was 8 years, class 2, my mother passed away. She was sick by diabetes sickness. But before that, we have taken the church called Methodist Church for compassion, for orphanage. I was one of them. So we were going to school, and the Saturdays we are going to the compassion. One day my mother was very sick, so I went to that church. I talked to the pastor, told my pastor that my mom, she's sick. He's supposed to follow me to my mom so that I can pray to my mom. But my pastor told me how can I go to your house while your people is Somali, especially, and they are Muslims. All of them are Muslims. And that time also me, I was a Muslim. So I cried, and the author that he must follow me. Even if it's not easy to go there, I know he's supposed to follow me. Then he decided to follow me with the other 3 people from that church. We went to our house. We entered the room where my mom was sleeping. I told my mom to agree to be prayed, because there is only one God. There is no true God. So my mom, I thank God because my mom, she agreed to be prayed. So she was being prayed with that pastor. After praying, the pastor asked my mom if she can agree to follow Jesus and to receive him. Then my mom told the pastor she's ready. Then after that, we get out from there. When we get out from there, when I came back, my brothers started beating me up because we are Muslims, and maybe everybody or all the world knows how Somali communities are. 99% they are Muslim, and they cannot agree any Muslim to be converted to Christianity. It is like forbidden. It's like you rejected your family, you rejected the religion of a Muslim. So they started beating me up with canes. After they beaten me, my mother cannot help me because she's in the bed. She's sleeping there, no help, because she cannot even walk. She just saying that, can you stop beating my daughter? But she cannot help me anything. After that, I was also going to school Monday to Friday. Saturdays we are going there. And there is a time these are compassion people having this seminar after school closed. They're going to a place for 7 days for the seminar. So that time, when I heard there is a seminar, I ran from home. I took my clothes, put in the bag, which is my books in. I removed my books and put my clothes. I go where they are doing the seminar. I'm going to stay there for 7 days and come back. But when I come back, I've been beaten every time. But if you ask me why I'm doing this, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I know I'm a Muslim and I came from a Muslim background, and also I was in madrasa. Madrasa is a place where we learn Quran, the religion of Islam. But I'm doing something different from my religion, from my community. And I was not doing, I don't know why I was doing that time, because I was there for 8 years, 9 years. So I was doing something different from my religion. Even if you go to the compassion, we'll be asked who can sing for us a song for Christianity. I see myself putting my hand up, singing Christianity songs, which I have never heard it, I've never been taught, but I was singing. When I was grade 8, because then in Kenya we are grade 8, so that you can go to secondary. When I was, before that, my mother died when I was 10 years. When my mother died for 10 years, my torture started for my family. I cannot go to that compassion. I cannot do anything, because they're saying that I become Christianity. I'm making them to shame because of the Christianity. When after I finished my primary education, wanted to go secondary school, my elder brother, he didn't wanted me to go to secondary school, because he told me that even if you go to secondary school or doing all that, you still do the Christianity thing. That we don't want you to do it. You're putting us in shame, you're putting the community and in a religion, a Muslim religion, in all. So he decided, I went to the place he was working. I told his boss that he's my brother and I don't have mother, father, and he don't want to help me to go to secondary school. So I want you to come, I want you to call him and ask him why he don't want to pay for me the school fees. So his boss called my brother called Hassan. He came there, he was being asked, is she your sister? He said, yeah, she's my sister. Why are you doing this? Oh, he just denied, he didn't do that. But he was being forced to cut his salary from the office so that I can go to secondary school. But after some days, he decided to get a transfer from the place here to go to Garissa. Garissa is a border of Somalia and Kenya. Even if we went to Garissa, the border, but we're the other side of the Somali country. But our school is in the Kenya side, but we're living in the border of the Somali side. So he decided us to go there because he don't want me to follow the Christianity or that thing. So because he knows that if you go to the border of the Garissa, the Somalia cannot do anything, because there is a Somali community all over there, and the religion is very strong as Somali Muslim religion. So I cannot do anything that place. And 99% of the people they are Muslim and they are Somali community. So I cannot be able to do all that thing. So that's the why he decided us to go there. So after we go there, I went to Form 1. The Form 1, the school I was there, it was a Muslim school. We are wearing hijab. Even if you're Christian, you're wearing hijab. But the Christian who are there in that school is not the people who are living there. They are coming the other upper country, like maybe their parents they came there to work, like maybe a police or a doctor, something like that. But not the people originated from the place. The originated place is for Somali community only. So you can see in the school we can be 10, there can be 10 Christian people, all the school from Form 1 to Form 4. So even them, they must wear the hijab. That is must. They must wear the hijab. So I went to boarding school. After I went boarding to school, the Muslim people, they go from Friday to mosque to their temple, maybe, let me say a mosque or masjid in Arabic way. But in Christianity, they don't allow them to go to the church. Because the other side of the Garissa, because it's a Kenya side, you can get maybe 1 or 2 church. So they are not allowed to go outside of the school. So when the Muslims, children going to Friday to the church, I was not going. I was staying with the Christianity. We are just going to one class, start teaching, and I was the leader. I was the leader for the 10 Christianity, because when we are going there, I'm the one who was teaching them. But I have never been to church. I've never been. Maybe I've never read Bible. I've never seen a Bible, something like that. But God taught me before all that to teach that people. So my neighbors, the kids or the children of my followers or classmates we were the same school, we were the same in the class. When the school closed, when they go back, they told my family, my brother, my sister that I was not going to mosque on Fridays. So they started beating me again and said that, okay, from today, we are not going boarding school. You will go day school. You go morning and come back home at evening. That was the worst thing in my mind, because I was having some peace when I was reading Bible or coming close to that Christianity kids. But now, there's no relationship between them again, because we're just class, normal class, and go home. It was difficult us to be together again, because I'm going home evening that time. But when I was in Form 3, I was sleeping with my cousin in the same room, but different bed. She's called Farhia. One night, Jesus came to me. But the first time I didn't know it's Jesus, because I was sleeping and I heard my voice calling me, Ifra, wake up, Ifra. So I thought that's my cousin who's calling me. Then I told her, why are you disturbing me? Why are you calling me? I want to sleep. But the voice is coming louder and bigger in my ears. So when I started opening my eyes, see what is it, I saw a big light, a light that I have never seen in my life. And the worst thing is that our bulb was on, because we were afraid to sleep in the darkness. So the bulb was on all the night. The bulb was off, just another light which I've never seen. Then suddenly I saw Jesus hanging. He's not down, he's not up, he's hanging here. I was afraid because the Muslim, we heard that there is what we call a Satan. So I thought that the Satan is coming to me, because I've never seen such a thing. Because Muslims believe that there are Satan who they are Muslims, and Satan who they are Christians. And they believe that Satan Muslims, they are peaceful, they are good. But Satan, which is Christian, they are not good. So my mind came that this person is a Satan. Why is he coming like this? He's a Satan, because I've never seen such a thing, and I've never seen such a light in my life. But he told me in our language, in Somali language, he told me, I am your Lord, and I am the way. You cannot enter eternal life without seeing me, without passing me, or through him, or his way. So I was surprised, and he told me he's Isa bin Maryam, that's in the Quran, they're calling Isa bin Maryam in Quran. So I was confused, because we have been taught in madrasa that Isa bin Maryam, came to Jewish people, Israelis people, not all the world. So why me? I'm not a Jewish, I'm not a Israel, I'm not Israel person or Israel community or family. Why is he coming to me? So that time, my mind came to me that, okay, maybe this Isa bin Maryam or Jesus came to all world, because how can he know my language and Somali language and talk to me in Somali? It means that he was not sent to our Israel people only, but he was sent to all the world. So he told me that I have chosen you, and all that thing you are doing when you are young, going to church or just running up, going to the seminars or doing this, it was me who did that for you. I'm the one who made you to do that. That's why I remained that all that thing I was doing, opposite side of my religion, was a Muslim. So he's the one who was doing that to me, who was doing that. Then he told me, you must tell your family the truth, that I'm only the way to the heaven. So I told him, how can I tell my people? And you know my people are Somali people. The people, you cannot tell them about Muslim, about Christianity. You cannot tell them about Jesus. Better you to die than to tell them about Jesus. Then he told me, remember that I died on the cross because of me, because of you. So you must tell them the truth. Then he went and the light get off. Then the bulb light get on again. So I was afraid, because my mind was like, maybe the Satan, because in Quran or in a Muslim way, we know this certain thing we have been taught. After that, I was afraid. I didn't tell my cousin, I didn't tell my family. I was afraid that time. I just went to school, but my mind was not there, confused. Who's this person? Is he really the Jesus? Is he really the Isa that we have been taught in the Quran? Is he the Satan? I was confused. I didn't know what to do. Then he came the second day again, telling me the same thing. You must tell your people I'm only the way. And he came the same way he came the first time, with a big light, hung, called my name. But that time he came, I was afraid now. Then he told me, today you must tell your people. Then I called my cousin. Farhia. I told her, Farhia, wake up. Then when she wake up, she's seeing me talking to someone, but she's not seeing the person I'm talking to. Then she told me that, who are you talking to? I told her that I'm talking to Jesus. Then she told me, you're crazy. Where Isa coming from? Because I cannot tell them using Jesus. I was using Isa bin Maryam, the way the Quran is. Then she told me, how can you say Isa bin Maryam? How can he come here? Then I asked her, did you see someone here that I'm seeing? She said, I don't see anything. Until she came where I was sitting in my bed, trying to see the place I'm looking, so that she can look if she can see it the way I'm seeing it. But she's not seeing. That's the time Jesus told me, she cannot see me because I've not chosen her. I've chosen you. Then the way we are talking conversation between me and Jesus, my cousin get out, tell my people, to go tell my aunt, my big brothers, that I'm becoming crazy. Because I'm just saying, Isa, I'm talking about Isa, I'm talking to someone that she did not see. Then my family came, my auntie, my brothers came. When they are coming to the door, so I heard their voices coming. I was afraid. I just wanted to take my blanket and cover myself. Then Jesus told me, don't cover yourself. Today they must know the truth. So I was afraid. You see someone hanging there up in the air. You don't know who he is. I was afraid. The other side, I'm afraid of this family to see me that I'm talking about Jesus. Then when they entered, they asked me, who are you talking to? So the other side is telling me, tell them. And the other for my family telling me that to ask, to tell. They're asking me who was the person I'm talking to. Then I told them, I'm talking to Isa bin Maryam. He told me to tell you that he's the only way to heaven. Then my big brother slapped me and removed me one tooth with a blow, because I said that the only way is Jesus, the way Jesus told me to tell them. Then they told me that, okay, she's becoming crazy. A satanic Christian entered my body, has like a spirit. like a spirit. A certain spirit entered my body. That's why I'm talking about Christianity. Because Muslims, they're believing that there is Satan. I told you back when I was talking that there are certain Muslims and certain Christianity. So they believe that Christians, Satan, or the spirit of the Christian, of the Satan, entered my body. That's what I'm talking about, Jesus. So they beated me up. They went, and Jesus is there for me. Then I cried inside my heart. I cannot say anything because they're there. I'm asking myself in my heart, telling me, if you are Jesus, you are telling me to tell them this, and you are leaving them to beat me. So I heard my voice telling me that, remember, I died and I was being tortured because of you. So don't be tired. And they are not seeing the light. They are not seeing the person. I'm the only one who's seeing it. Then Jesus get out again and move from there. My family, the next day, they called this sheikh, or let's call Ustadi, something like that. These are, let me say, like, I think you will understand when I say sheikh or Ustadi, the religion, the elders of the religion, telling me that so that they can read a Quran over me, so that Satan can get out of my body. And there is verses in the Quran. Is the satanic verses. They're called Ayatul Ruqya. Ayatul Ruqya is the verses of the Satan in the Quran. So if they see someone is the Satan enter their body, they use that verses of Quran to remove that evil or that spirit in the body of the people. So they took me. They bring these sheep, 2 sheep, so that they can slaughter. Then they can read that Quran over me. They take me to enter the one room, and then leaders of the Muslims are there. They took the canes. They start beating me while they are reading that verses of Quran called Ayatul Ruqya. They are doing that, like removing that spirit from me. But I was crying, telling them that I'm not crazy and I don't have a spirit or evil spirit or that Satan. I'm telling you what Isa or Jesus told me to say to you, that is the only way. But nobody was hearing me, just beating me up. I was with a lot of scars in my body. Until now, I have that scars in my body. Then after I fed, I was crying, asking me, Jesus, if you are the one who telling me to tell these people that, can you help me? I was crying in my heart. Then Jesus came back there. He came between that people. They are not seeing him. I'm the one who's seeing him. He told me, okay, that's what they are reading. It will be like lullaby song that will sleep. And the cane they're beating you is like they're doing their body like this so that you can sleep. But you will hear what they're talking. But you will sleep, deeply sleep. Then after like 5 minutes, I fall asleep. I sleep. So they were asking themselves, how can we beat this person? We are beating this girl and she's still sleeping. She cannot hear all that pain of the cane, or she's not feeling anything. But I know Jesus was doing all that for me after I cried, and he told me he'll do that. After some minutes, they get out. They get the food that they're cooked for the 2 goats they're slaughtered. Then after 1 hour, like 2 hours, I wake up. When I wake up, they bring that meat, that food, like here we call it pilau, like rice. They bring to me so that I can eat. But before I took that to eat, Jesus told me in my ears, don't eat that meat, because that meat they slaughtered because of the satanic way. Your sacrifice has finished in the cross. No sacrifice again. Don't eat it. Then I tell them, I cannot eat this food or this meat because you slaughtered because of the Satans, because of that spirit, evil spirit. You didn't slaughter because of us to eat as normal, but in the spirit, so I cannot eat. My own slaughter, my own sacrifice was done by Jesus in the cross. Then they told me, how can you know about all that? Who taught you? You have never been church. You don't know this thing. How can you all know this thing? Who told you to say this? Then Jesus told me, because he was telling me in my ears. After 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 I refused to eat that food, they took the food outside. I stayed some days, like just going back to school the other time, but the day school, not boarding school again. Going morning, going evening, going morning, going evening. Then one night, Jesus came to me again and told me, can you go and find any church from the other side of the Kenya? Okay. Then I told, how can I go? How can I go there? Because there's me and my cousin. One day she's going to the market, and the other day I'm the one who's going to the market. Just 2 days, because the other day we're in the school. Just Saturday and Sunday. Then how will I go? Then Jesus told me, I will make them I'll make them to tell you to go, even if it's not your day going to the market. And the way we are going there, you must be followed with a young boy. You cannot go you cannot go alone as a young girl. You must be a security with or followed by or guided by a small boy. That's the way Somali people are. Then that day was my day for my cousin to go to the market. But I heard my aunt told me that today you're the one who's supposed to go. Then I said, it's not my day going there. Then she told me, yeah, I know, but you must go today. That's the time I realized that, okay, Jesus told me he will make them to send me to the market so that they can get chance to go to church. So that day, I went with that young boy of my aunt to the market. But while the market, going around to choose maybe tomato or such thing, I confused that young boy and I ran. I ran, but I didn't know where the church is, who I am going to ask, who am I going to tell anything. I was just walking. Then I asked someone who is with a motorbike, but he was a Christian, came from Garissa, the other side called Tana River. Tana River is a river which divided Garissa and the other side of the Kenya. They came here to do that business and then go back sleeping there. You cannot sleep here. What is dangerous for them, for the Christianity to leave that side. I told him that, can you show me where the church is? So he was confused. I was wearing like hijab. How can you, as Somali people, and wearing this hijab and you're Muslim, asking for about church? You want me, your people, to kill me? That's the thing he was asking me. Then I said, no, it's a long story that I cannot tell you, but just please help me to tell you. Because the rules of that place, you cannot be carried with a motorbike as a woman or as a girl. Motorbike is just like for men's only, not for women's. So he cannot even carry me to take me there. Just what he told me that I will help you, but I will go in front of you. Just go distance over me. But when we are coming back on me, I will show you a sign. If I'll show you a sign like this, know that is the church that you will enter. But I will not carry you or follow with you. Then I say, okay. He started walking and follow him slowly. But I was not close to him because of the security. When he get around that, he showed me by the sign. Then he just went. I just tried. I cannot enter in the gate, through gate, because people will see me wearing this side, this clothes I'm wearing now, and entering that, they will follow me and maybe do something back there. So I just go round and try to get some hole or a place, a small place that I can enter, because with no defense with the blocks, just like canes. Then I entered. When I entered, I saw the choir people, but they were running from me because they thought that maybe I came from with a bomb, maybe to kill them, something like that. Because that side, this Al-Shabaab came to beat everybody in the church or everywhere. So they were afraid because they have not seen someone like me coming daytime to the church. Sure, they ran from me. Then I told them, don't run from me because I don't have anything. So because I was having like a full dress and a hijab, not like this, which is been together like this, was separated. The hijab and the dress was separated. So then I removed the hijab over me, and I told them that I don't have anything. I didn't carry anything. I just came for the peace. So they was afraid because they called the church and told, can you come and see this girl coming with here? We're afraid to go there. But I thank God, one lady from that choir, she came close to me. Then I told her, come. But she started searching me if I have a bomb or carving something in my body that maybe can kill them or destroy them or do disaster there. I didn't have anything. Then I told her that I just want to see the pastor. So I saw the pastor and I told him, first thing, pastor was surprised, asking me, how can you come here? What are you looking for? You see. Then I told him the story, but I cannot tell all the story because the time I was running from home. Then he told me, okay, fine. So he took me to the altar and told me to say these words, that you're following Jesus. From today, you are my Savior. I tell all that thing process, then I say, okay, I'm going. So I went to the market again. I saw the young boy just trying to find me where I am. So why are you standing here? And I was there waiting for you. I just confused him because I was afraid. But I was late. I just buy very fast what I have been asked to buy. Then I go home. The first thing, I have been beaten. Where were you? You see. After that, they told me the time is over now. Just want the food. Within 5 minutes, this food will be ready. How can 5 minutes I can cook a rice maybe and the stew? It is not easy. So I started crying. How can I do this? Okay, I put on the fire, 2 fires. I put the water for the rice. I tried to cut the meat, start boiling. So while I'm peeling the potatoes, I was cutting the potatoes into 2 sides or 2 pieces. When I cut into pieces, in these pieces is like it has a cross, and the other pieces it has a cross. All the potatoes I was carried in that bucket has a cross with red color. Then my cousin came and said, what are you doing? I didn't do anything. She was asking, what is this cross? I said, I don't know. I peeled the potato. I started trying to cut it, and what I saw is this. So they told me that all the evil spirit of the Christianity, which is inside you, it comes even to their food and the potatoes. So she called her mom, she was my aunt. She came to see the potatoes and my brothers. What have you done? I didn't do. So they thought that maybe I've written by using pen. They started doing like this with a knife, but it was the potato. What have you done? I didn't do anything. So they do what? They sent someone to buy another potato. So they just took this potato and put it in the trash. When they bring another potato, then she told me, okay, fine, peel this. I started peeling the potato again. When I started peeling the potato, when I cut into pieces, still there is cross between the potatoes. All the potatoes. After seeing all that thing, they told me, we don't want even you to put these stew potatoes. Just put that potatoes there. Just make stew with tomatoes and bring it. When we go back to the table, just follow us with the food. Even I washed the rice, but I didn't put it in the water. How can I go and do just like 3 minutes and take the food in the table, in the dining table? Because I started crying and telling me, Jesus, if it is you who came to me, if you are the one who making me to do this, come and help me. I was crying. That time I don't have mother, I don't have father. It's just my brothers and my aunts. I don't have parent. I was crying. So I started taking the potatoes and put in the trash. Then I heard a voice, and Jesus came to the kitchen and told me, put that rice down. It is ready. So I don't know how the rice was washed in the bowl, was put in the water, but I know God is doing for me. Jesus was doing for me. I took the rice, put it down. Then he told me again, put that stew down. All that stew already was put in, the tomato and everything was just cooked. I don't know how. Then when I was taking the stew out of the fire, I saw the hot pots here. The hot pot which was in the sitting room there, in the cupboard. So he told me, put that food there and take to them. Then I took the rice and everything, I put in the hot pot. I followed him. Then he started asking me, how can you cook this fast? If you gave us something is not ready, we will beat you. Then I said, it is okay, because I was having a confidence because I know what God has shown me to do for me. Then they started taking the place, taking the rice or whatever. But they told me they ate the food that they have never been ate in their life. How sweet it is. So they asked me, how did you cook? And then I said, I didn't cook. Jesus cooked for me. Then I said, why can you stop this, Jesus? Can you stop it? Then I said, that's the truth. So from that time, I was having this confidence in my body. Know that I have someone that behind of me that will not shame me in my life. Because the way he was doing for me. Then after that, they told me that, okay, after Form 4, you will not go in the college or any place. You will get married. Because we don't want you to spoil us. To spoil our family. To know that our daughter is Christian. All the community here to see that our daughter is a Christian. Our community, in a Muslim in general, we cannot allow that. I was crying because I don't know what to do. I don't know where I will run. I don't know anything. Then after, when I was in Form 4, I was 17 years. I finished Form 4 17 years. When I was 17 years, I was finished Form 4. After finishing Form 4, the first thing, they started finding for me a man of 48 years while I was 17 years. And our tribe or Somali people, that's the way. They can take a 15 years girl and give to an old man, like 40 years. 40. That's how they do to girls of Somali girls and teenagers girls. That's what they do. Okay, they're just like abusing us as a girls. Because you cannot allow to say anything. If they say you'll get married to this person, you cannot say anything for that from the elders or parent or a friend. So they get married to me, 48 years old man, while I'm 17 years. I was crying, but I cannot run. I don't know what to do. I was crying, but it has happened, me to be married with that old man. And it was a military. After I was married, I was staying with a bungalow house with a gate that I cannot be allowed to go out of that gate. There is a lady who was working for me like a house girl from the other side of the Kenya, coming this side because they're coming from there, coming here to border to do the work. They're coming from Tana River. There's a tribe Tana River there called Oromo. They're Christianity, the others are Christianity, others are Muslims. So that girl was a Christian who was working in my house like a house girl. Because everybody asking me when we go to the market, supermarket, whatever, we met with my schoolmates. They're asking me, is this your father? So I was ashamed. I cannot tell them it's my husband. I said, yeah, it's my father. That's what I told them because I was afraid. Because that's the torture and that was the abuse of Somali community or Muslim community in general. So after that, this guy was married for four women before me. Married, divorcing. 4 women before me. I'm the 5th woman him to marry. But he have never get children or get kids. They have never. So he started asking me that if you give me a children or give kids, I'll buy for you a car. Then I told him that I don't need that car. What I need is you to follow Jesus. That's what I want. Then he slapped me. Okay, he told me, okay, is the truth that people telling me that your family is telling me that you are saying about Jesus, following Jesus for Christianity? I will kill you. I have a gun and I will kill you if you say anything about Jesus in my house. So I shut up, but I told God that I want this guy to be shamed. I want you to give me a baby with him so that he can know my God is able to give him a child than the place he was now. Then I fasted for 7 days. I got pregnant, but it was miscarried. Then I got the second pregnancy with my daughter. Now she's 17 years. Not 17 years, she's 13 years. She's 13 years. She's in Form 1. She's called Amril. After getting that, he was trying to buy for me a car, whatever, but I didn't need all that thing. But because that thing is for just like, I don't know what will I say, because it is like nothing to me. It's not compared to God. It's not compared to Jesus. Because here in this world, we're just passing. We're just passengers. We're just going through journey. We're supposed to die. We want to live after death. There is life after death. And that life after death is a life we'll live for forever, no dying again. For here, we just came here in the world to praise God, to follow God, to pray Him, to obey Him, and to do the work of God, and to follow Him. Not getting luxury things like cars, like big houses, doing that. That's nothing. You leave all that thing and you enter in the coven. So I told him that all that thing is not anything for me, because I will not go with it when I die. I will leave it in the world. It's not important to me. What is important to me is Jesus, who will make me to enter in eternal life. So when I'm doing that, I was afraid, because sometimes he showed me the gun. After getting that my house girl, she's a Christian. I gave her the money and buy for me a Bible from the other side. But I cannot read the Bible in front of me. When he goes out, I put it in the the roof. When I read, if I hear his car coming, maybe because he must know the horns. Then that lady of house girl telling me, he's coming. Then we're hiding the roof, the Bible. That's the way I was reading Bible slowly while he was not reading. But I don't know how to read the Bible. I don't know verses. We're starting verses here, verses. I was just reading like a storybook because I didn't know. But I like the old story and what he was talking about. Then I get the second child, which is a boy, is 12 years now. Nurdin is a grade 7 primary. After that, I got that child. It's called Jibril. Jibril, like Christianity called Gabriel. After, when he was 3 years, I think 3 years and some months. 3 years and some months. I was just looking this. I just like to look at the TV. Joyce Meyer, the program of Joyce Meyer, she's American, I think. I like looking at her preaching, teaching of the Bible. I like hearing for them one day. But when my husband was there, I cannot do it. When it's outside, weekend maybe, because they're going to chew this called they're chewing. They're outside. I just looking to Joyce Meyer. She was my favorite that time. Until now, I like that Joyce Meyer because she was teaching good and I was following her. Then one day, my husband was sleeping because it was one story outside. My room was up there, upstairs. I didn't see him coming in the stairs. I was reading the Bible. I didn't see how he came. I saw he coming slowly. I didn't saw him coming slowly first. He came slowly, slowly, slowly. I saw someone here. At that time, I was with the Bible. I cannot run, I cannot move, I cannot deny. He was having a knife. He was having a knife. So I didn't see that knife when I saw him looking like, because I was doing like this, just preventing from that knife. He put me here in my leg. I have a big car here in my leg. Then was bleeding because he turned me like this and up down like this. The blood started flowing, pain, something like that. And he took the Bible, started cutting to pieces, getting outside and put it in the fire. What would I do? Then he told me, I will not take you to hospital. I will not do anything to you until you be crippled. You'll stay in the wheelchair for your life so that you cannot do this stupidity thing of Christianity or Jesus in your life. Then what will I say? Nothing I can say. If you go to tell my brothers and my sister and my cousin, they're telling him, kill her. Kill her. In Arabic it is kafir. Kafir means somebody who's not believing in God. And like believing idols. That's what they call me because of Jesus. So kill her, she's not important. When you go to Muslim people, you see, if they believe that if you kill Christianity, that you go to the heaven. And there is an ayah. And there is an ayah in the Quran showing that the truth that fight for your religion. They fight for your religion and God will open the heaven to you. Or in Arabic said, Jannatul Fardos in Arabic way. You'll enter in the paradise if you kill Christianity. Fight for your religion. The Muslims say that fight for your religion. But as in Christianity, we are told to go outside there, teach and baptize by the name of Jesus and the Son and the Spirit. By God and the Son and the Spirit. That's when we're told to be go and outside and do that. Preach gospel and baptize people by the name of Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But them they have been told to go and kill. Go and fight. Fight for what? You cannot fight for God. He's the power. He's the one who can save people. He's the one who can do anything. But he don't need support from you to fight for him. He don't support him. You are the one who wants support from him. But he's not the one who needs support from you. How can Muslim God tell his people that go and fight for the religion? You cannot do that. That's not God. But our God, that God that I've known now, and Jesus, he told us go and teach and preach about gospel and baptize by the name of the Father and Son and the Holy Spirit. Not by fighting, not by killing. People who need killing and blood things just like devil worshippers, not for the God that I'm following now. After that, my leg became very serious until they have this I don't know what I'll say in English. It has come very dangerous, very serious, that nobody took me to hospital, doing anything to me. Then one day I prayed to God. I said, God, talk to this man in his heart. Let him take me to the hospital so that my leg could be healed. Because if you do this, because I'm going to go out of here, and I will serve you in my life, all my life. Then one day I came and said, let us go to the hospital. But don't tell anyone that I'm the one who done this. Then I say, I'll not do anything. Please just take me to hospital. We entered the car. We went to the ATM where the bank is, the ATM for the his card of Visa. He wanted to remove the money from there so that he can go to hospital. But when he got there, he forgot the PIN number or the password of his Visa card. He came back to me and said, I forgot, I don't know what the money. But then I talked to my heart and said, Jesus, just show me that phone numbers, so I don't want to go back to home. I just want my leg to be healed. And I will never, I told him, please, help me. If you do this and my leg will come healed, I will follow you and I'll do your work in eternal life. Then I saw 4 numbers. Then I told him, oh, the numbers was this and this and this. He told me, you're witchcraft. You're a witch. You're a witch. How can you know my numbers and I have never told you my password? Then I said, Jesus showed me. Then he slapped me. I started bleeding in my nose, my mouth. But I don't care of that bleeding. I just wanted him to take me to hospital. He went outside again, took the money. We went to the hospital. The doctor told me, what happened? I said that I fell a place there and something cut me, I don't know. Because I cannot say it is him, he was there. And he told me, if you say this, I will kill you. So I cannot do and say anything. Then the doctor said, if you have been stayed another 1 month, you're supposed to be cut the leg because it has already damaged. Then they tried to put stitches in my leg. Then I came home. I was in the wheelchair for 8 months without walking. But I was praying to God. I said, God, heal me. God, heal me. And after I healed, my leg was fine with my leg. Then I said, God, just show me the way. I want just to go out of here and to serve you. But it was not easy. The other time, I sent that girl then again to buy for me the other side, where their house is, another Bible, the side of Kenya there, where their house is. She bought for me a Bible again. But this time, he saw me the Bible. He took me and locked me in a room. There's another room outside there in our compound. He locked me. And my baby was crying, which is 3 years, and Jibril was crying, was taking me that side in that room. When it's the time of lunch, they're taking him, giving him food, and they bring to me my son again. But me, nobody giving me food, nobody was giving me even water. So every time they come asked, will you stop and leave this nonsense of your Christianity of thing, or you'll go to be killed? Then I say, I will never leave. I will continue saying about Jesus. Okay, my other kids, they are crying there. Even my house girl telling me, can you stop doing this? You'll be killed. Can you stop? You're still young. But I don't want it to hear, because I have seen what God has, what Jesus have done to me. I saw it live. I saw it. He showed me He is the God. The way He cooked for me. The way this man took me to hospital. The way He came. All that, the sign that God showed me. He is alive and He can do anything for me. So, I stayed 3 days without eating, without drinking anything. Anything. I didn't drink anything. When he go outside, they came and with my brothers telling me, you want to die? You want to die? You choose to die. Than living this stupidity, Christianity, all this nonsense you are doing. Then I say, I choose Jesus. If you want to kill me, then fine, kill me. The third day, they are going to, they take his vehicle, his car. He took his car and go to take a service so that they can come and took me here and take me to the bush so that they can kill me where these people, bad people like Al-Shabaab are. And those people, if they catch you doing that thing, what they do is like this. They cannot put you in a bullet one time, no. They will cut you 1 ear so that you can feel pain. Tomorrow the other ear, the other here, the other here, until you surrender. That's how they kill. If you are not, if you say about Jesus, if they will kill you with the pain. So I said, God, these people, they went to take the car service so that they can take me and kill me. Jesus, help me. Don't allow me to be killed with these people. Save me and I will serve you the rest of my life. Save me and I will serve you the rest of my life. I was crying because I cried because I know I'm going to die. Because people do. But after some hours, because they even closed the gate outside, so I cannot go out the room. It was closed. So my house girls coming to come to the window telling me, can you stop doing this? Just surrender, you'll be killed. But I didn't want to know all that thing. Then after my kids cry, I prayed. I said, God help me, I want to serve you. If you are the one who choose me to tell these people the truth, that you are the God, don't allow them to kill me because I am supposed to tell them the truth. After some minutes, I was cried and I fall asleep. When I fall asleep, I heard my kids and that lady of house girl coming and said, the door is open. Then I told them, do you have the keys? Who have the keys? They said, we don't have the keys. I know God has opened the doors for me the way He opened the doors for Paul and Silas when they was in the jail. He opened doors for me. So I get out, but I cannot go to the gate. It was closed. It's supposed me now to jump over the compound or the fence so that I can get out of there. I don't have anything. I don't have even money. My house girl was having 10,000, which is Tanzania money is 200,000. Then she told me, take this. So I left my 2 kids there. I took my son, who is called Jibril now. I took him and threw him over the compound because there is a fence, a block fence. I threw him and I took a drum. I climbed the drum and I get out. So I kissed my kids and said, Mom, I'm going. I don't know what I'm going, but I'll come back to take you. We ran there. We didn't go straight to the road because we were afraid. Maybe we can meet with them. They can kill me and maybe catch me again. So I started going the other side of the bush. I entered the bush deeply that I don't know where I was going. I don't know where I was going, where I came from, because I entered deeply. I thought that maybe I am going the side of the Kenya, but I went inside Eastern Somalia country. So it was evening. It has become dark evening. I'm in the center of the forest. No any human being. Just I hear voices of wild animals, birds, something like that. So I started sitting under the tree, just praying to God. I told God that you are the one who opened the door for me. And now I know you will protect me from these wild animals and the Al-Shabaab people, because if they catch me in the bush, they will kill me. And if it is about the wild animals, they also kill me. God protect me and my son. I will serve you the rest of my life. That's the word I was using to say that. I will serve you, Lord, the rest of my life. Save my life. Then I hold my son, Jibril, tight because we don't have anything to cover ourselves, because I ran the way I was, like with a hijab, and my son with his only trouser and a t-shirt. I hold him like this. I started sleeping under that tree. So after sleeping, maybe at the morning, I wake up, I saw white bedsheet covering. The bedsheet is like this. The white bedsheet was covered over me and my son. I didn't know first time where the bedsheet or bed cover came from, because there was no human being there, no houses, no any people. It is me and the wild animals and the trees in the forest. So I started looking all around if I can see maybe footsteps of anyone. I didn't see any footstep of human being, but my heart told me that it is God who covered me with this, so that the animals, the wild animals and the human being who are here, like Al-Shabaab people, that everybody knows Al-Shabaab people is a dangerous people, so that they cannot see me. I took the bed sheet because I didn't have anything else. I took it and started walking, trying to find where to go, where the road is, until I got to meet with a Somali people who are looking at their camels and cows, telling them to show me the way to main road going on the Kenya side, because I didn't know where I was. I'm inside. I was in the side on the forest. Then they told me that where you come from and where is your family, something like that. So I lied to them. My lie to them is that for my security, because if I told them the truth, they will be also catch me and maybe kill me, because they don't want to hear about the Christianity. So when I went there, I told him that because I was very hungry, I didn't eat 3 days, and that day is for 4th day without eating, without drinking anything in my mouth. So I started going like somebody who's drunk, because I was dizzy, hungry, thirsty. I don't have strength to walk. I begged them to give me milk for the cows or the camels. They gave me some milk and they asked, where are you going? Where is your family? I told them my family was, they took the cattle and the camels to find somewhere to get water for the cows. But I was behind. I didn't know where the road which they went. And they were going to Tana River side, the side of the Kenya side. So they told one boy that was like 18 years to show me the way. But from the way where I was, it was for like 8 kilometers so that I can reach there. We went with him for like 5 kilometers, and then he showed me just like, if you see that tree, if you go that tree, and over that tree, behind that tree, there is a main road going Garissa to Nairobi. So he left, and then I started walking again with my son until we got the main road of going there. Yeah. After getting there for that road, I saw a bus going to Nairobi. I entered that bus. I don't know where I was going. Then I was having that 200,000 of Tanzania money, which is included. I just changed it to Tanzania money. I just paid the bus, bought for my son food. I just went to Nairobi. The place called Isli is a majority Somali people. I was afraid even to stay there. I just entered to another public vehicle going a place called Kiserian, outside of Nairobi, but not far from Nairobi. There is this small cars where public buses go there, coming back. So I went there. When I went there, I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody. I just tried to look for a room. I get a room, but I don't have mattress. I don't have anything. I just want that the bed sheet that God gave me, or bed cover that God gave me. That's what our mattress. That's what our bed cover. I was sleeping there. At the morning, I hold my son's hand and go trying to get something to eat or work. I just went to these people constructing houses. They're building houses. I asked them to give me work to do, even if I've never been done such work. I don't know such work. But I told them I will do it for my son. So some people, they was afraid to take me in for work because they think that maybe I am maybe a police or like what you call. Yeah, so they was afraid of me. Maybe I'm coming to investigate them. That's what they think, because they're asking that how Somali women can do this work, because even your men cannot do this thing. How can you do this thing? But I cannot tell them everything because I'm afraid, because of my security. But I saw another woman was engineer. I told her my story a bit because she's a woman. She said she understand me and gave me the work for taking block here, putting the block the another side. doing that with a wheelbarrow, something like that. So I took my son, took my son and told him to sit under the tree there. I just started carrying the blocks for the blocks which they are using for the building the houses, taking here from another side. I'm doing that, getting 500 shillings of Kenya. 500 shillings is like 10,000 of Tanzania. So I went there. I don't have anything to eat or whatever. We go to some place, like a hotel or like what, buy some food, eat. We go that home I was rented. We are going to sleep there. The next morning, go to find another job there. Like that. My life was struggling like that, up and down. I started then feeling dizzy, feeling like sick, vomiting. So I don't know what was happening to me. Then I told, there's a woman came here every time, coming to bring teas, selling for that people and snacks. I asked her, she's a big woman, like my mother. I asked her, I'm feeling like this, I don't know what's happening to me. She told me, are you pregnant? I told her, I don't know if I'm pregnant. So she told me, go to hospital. Okay, I agreed, and one day I went to the hospital. I realized that I am pregnant of 1 month. I didn't know if I'm pregnant. Oh my God, that's why I said, God, what is this now? I'm struggling with this, my son, then pregnancy. Even I don't have even a mattress, I don't have anything. I started crying. And I cannot kill a baby in my womb, because it's not God instruction. It's like I will kill a human being. So I just prayed to God and said, God, open the doors for me. I cannot do such thing. So I give myself strength, give myself hope, because of God, Jesus, what He have already done for me. I have seen Him, He have done for me, and I will never do what. I cannot explain very well that, but then after that, I had Sunday. I had a church. They're singing. Then I asked my neighbor, I'm hearing some choirs of church singing. Where is that church? Then she told me, go this way. She just directed me. Then I went to that church. I just sat there, listening for the preaching of the pastor. After everything, I went to the pastor and tell him the truth about me. I just need a help, even to get a mattress, to get where to sleep. Then he told me where you are. He came where I was staying. He saw I don't have anything. I was just sleeping on the floor. Then they just try to raise some money, all the churches people. They buy for me mattress and bed. Other people bring clothes for my son. Others bring for me some clothes. Others just others they're coming to give me like a jiko, like a stove, like everything, basins, utensils, let me say in general, utensils. So the others came to give me some trousers. I've never been wearing t-shirt or Jesus, because there you cannot wear such thing, t-shirt, trouser. But I wear it because nothing I can do now. After some days, I took my son to a daycare, because the work I was doing was finished. I started doing a conductor way in buses, collecting taxes in the bus, like a conductor in the bus, from the Kiserian to the Nairobi town. I've done that work up and down. We are wearing trousers and whatever. So I just supposed to wear the cape, so that some people, the Somali peers inside the car, they're just asking me sometimes, come here, are you a Somali? Are you a Somali? Then I'm just rejecting, I'm not a Somali, I don't know, I'm not a Somali. Are you a Somali? If your father's not Somali, maybe your mother's not. I don't know, that's what I'm asking, because they like following their blood so much. So I don't know. I didn't want them to know I'm a Somali and the way I'm wearing and which work I'm doing. And I know it was for my security. I must hide myself. I've done that for some months. When the pregnancy is becoming big and big, it's coming weak. I started coming weak and weak. So I was praying to God to open the doors for me because I'm tired now. But God talked to me again and told me, go to Tanzania. I didn't came to Tanzania by just telling I'm going to Tanzania. God sent me to Tanzania. Go to Tanzania. Then I said, how can I go to Tanzania? I was out of Tanzania when I was 4 years. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything. So I don't know where I'm starting. He told me, I have put make people for you who can help you. Then I go to that pastor who helped me to get that mattress or whatever I told him. God told me to go to Tanzania. Then pastor told me, how can you go to Tanzania? You don't know Tanzania. 4 years is not easy. You don't know anyone. You don't know anything. Yes, I said, but let me go. I don't know. Maybe God knows why I'm going there. He was the one who knows why I'm going there. Then he told me, okay, can we sell this mattress, everything, so that you can have some money? Then I said, no. Took all this thing here, put in the store for the church, because maybe someday one person like me who needs this thing can help for that person. What I'll take here is just the clothes. Then we took all that things, put in the store for the church. He raised some money for the transport. I started coming to Tanzania. I entered Tanzania. I went first to Tabora. I stayed to Tabora for 2 days. Then I said, I don't know how to start. Then God talked to me. Then go to Singida. Singida, I don't know Singida anyone. It was 4 years when I got. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything. I went to Singida. I was having some small money. I rented the house, but this money I have cannot buy for me mattress, cannot buy for me bed and the food. So there is a guy I met. He helped me. I talked to him and I told him a story. He was a Christian. He told me, okay, let me talk to my wife and I will help you. But thank God he gave me mattress, which is 5 by 6. I put the mattress on the floor. I bought some sufurias, some cups, 2 cups for me and my son. Small things. I started life again. And here I am pregnant. I started going to some hotels to wash the dishes so that I can have food to eat with my son. They give me food because I don't know anything. I don't have any certificate that can give me work because I ran from there. So I was doing that, collecting, washing the utensils for the hotels so that they can give me food. I was just going, begging people to help me to pay the rental. Sometimes I'm going to the churches, helping, telling the pastors to give me some food, because the Singida people, there is majority of Muslims. So I was afraid to go. To the church because I don't have another clothes. I was having these clothes. So if somebody saw me like these clothes and entering the church, they started following me. Who is this lady entering the church with these clothes? And my face, they saw that this is not. She's maybe Somali, something like that. So I was afraid to go to church. So some Christians gave me food. I survived like that. So one day, I was feeling pain to deliver my baby. I don't have even a single cent. I don't have anything. I don't know what to do. I took my son and I went to the hospital. I go to the hospital, which is in Singida. Then the nurses told me, where is your items? Like basins, like baby show for this training, for the globes, something that you must bring a basin, globes, and all everything for the delivery. Then I say, I don't have anything. What I have is Jesus only and my son. I don't have anything. So some others are asking me, are you crazy? We're asking you these things and you're telling us you have Jesus. That's the truth in my life. What I said is I have Jesus. I don't have even a single cent. If you help me, you can help me. Then there's one woman called Jane. She's a doctor. She's died now. She was a older woman. She was retiring that year. She came and told me, she called me and told me, what's the problem? Then I told her the truth. From the start until the place I was. So I don't have anything, what I have is Jesus and that. So she told me to trust her. She's ready to help me. She was born again Christian. I read the name on her gown, which is a gown for the work, called Jane. She took my son. She went to buy for me those items. But the worst thing is, my stomach is not a normal stomach. It was big stomach like this. All the people are seeing me like this. Saying, if it's 7 people, 7 students, 7 kids I'm carrying, or what's big, big. So doctors asking me, what's wrong with your stomach? Is all your children with this big stomach? I said no. So they put me in the bed. They start taking the tape measure and measuring my stomach. Because if I sleep like this, I cannot see the other side of the other side, the person on the other side. The big it was, that stomach. Even if I walk, people, they're just looking at me like this, like I'm going to die. Or what am I carrying in my stomach? Then it was difficult for me to deliver. It was some difficulties. I don't know what was that difficulties. So they told me you must now, it was like 10 p.m. at night. That nurse bring for me everything and told me that your son cannot be here. He cannot supposed to be here. Let me go with him to my house. I'll bring him tomorrow and see him. I'll help you. Then they took me from that hospital to another hospital called Mandewa. And that hospital was open 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It was new government hospital. So I went there, with ambulance at the night. Ambulance, like you know that ambulance is trying to make noises. Then I say, oh my God, we know that if ambulance do like this, maybe it's a dangerous thing. Maybe somebody's dying, somebody's supposed to die. Am I going to die? God help me. I don't want to die. I want to serve you. Please help me. You are the one who helped me from the first. Now don't leave me, help me. We went to that hospital. They're also looking at my stomach. All the doctors calling each other. They took the tape measure, started again measuring my stomach and asking me, is that your kid's old stomach like this? People, they're surprised. So they tell me, now you get operation. It's supposed to be operation. You cannot deliver this way. Then who will sign here? I say I will sign because I don't have anyone else except Jesus. Then they told me, they took me to the theater, but before they put me an injection for the sleepers, maybe to do the operation, I told them to give me 5 minutes. Let me pray because I don't know. You can inject me and never come back. Let me pray to my God and like that. So they give me 5 minutes. They just put all the lights on that time and all the machine. When I started praying, all the machine was shut off and Jesus came to the theater. Jesus came to the theater. Inside another light, that the light I was on for the first time came again. Then I know it's Jesus. But all the machine until the doctors went, they were afraid. They went some steps behind. So I prayed. I said, oh God, I don't want to die. I want to serve you. Help me. Then I said, if I have done this, if I have done anything wrong, just forgive me before I die. I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed for God not to allow me to die. When Jesus came in that theater, He showed me. He told me, see there. When I saw there's something like TV. I saw the husband, my husband, my aunt, my brothers, with a witchcraft man. Shehe. Witchcraft man. They are doing witchcrafts for me so that I can die with my pregnancy. He told me they are the one who are doing this stomach to be big like this. They send me spirit, Satan spirit in my stomach so that it can be big like that. Then I started crying, saying, God, what have I done to these people? I didn't abuse them. I didn't do anything to them. I just followed you. Then he told me that I will show you, you will be alive and still alive. Then after praying, the doctor told me, are you ready now? Are you ready what to do? Then Jesus told me, tell them you are ready. I said, I'm ready. Jesus was near here. Then he's got the roof there. He go up at the roof. Then the machine come normal, the light come normal, but he was there. When the doctors come and eject me with a syringe and started coming dizzy and started operating me, my body was in the bed, but my spirit was with God there. I was with Jesus there, looking myself. I was looking myself saying, is this the way people operate people? Is this how they do? I saw my body, my spirit, my soul was with God, seeing my body which is operating. And then he told me, I want to show you I am power. I am God, that you can be there and you can be here seeing what is there. Then I saw my baby there, and there is something all in my stomach, some meats, some like livers, it's like snakes, something like that. What is that? This is the thing. This is spirit. These people, they cannot see that because it's a spirit thing. After doing the operation and doing the operation and stitches me in my stomach, God put my soul or my spirit inside my body again. Then he went. That people took me to the place where the other women who were operated rooms were like 6 people. At the night, like not in the night, like 5 a.m. in the morning, I started feeling dizzy, but I cannot. It was not easy because still the medicine that injected me still in my body. So I started vomiting. Meats, black meats, black livers, some snakes. I started vomiting. I feel pain here. I feel pain here, vomiting with pain, because I was doing the force. I was just vomiting with force, with all my body force, and I was doing like this. So some people saw me like maybe I'm dying. They took my legs and put it in the straight way so that maybe I can die while I'm in straight way. So the way I was doing like this, I like fainted because of the power I was using and the energy that I was using. I fainted. When I fainted, people ran to the doctors. The doctors came, so they wanted. Then they started doing like this, and they told people that I'm died. They covered my body, knowing that I died. At the morning, the woman, the doctor, the nurse who have my son, she came there, and also she told me, when she saw me, she told me, she said, thank you, Jesus. Then I told her, why? She said, I was dreaming that you have died. Then as I told her, no, before that, when I wake up, people started running from me. Then I said, why are you running from me? You have died. How can you come back? Then I told me, I've not died. You have died. So they come trying to chat me, if it a spirit of my soul. Then that's the time that woman came in and said that I was dreaming that you have died. I told her, people tell me that I've died, but I didn't. The doctor came and said, that doctor told me, he was called Martin. He's a good friend of mine that time. And that time Martin told me that I'm a Christian, but I'm a drunkard. he drinks beer, he doing bad things, such things. He told me, but the God I have seen through you, now I want to be saved. So he told me now, I want to be a good Christian. I don't want to do that. But then I said, start saying that, Jesus, from now, I'll follow you. You are my savior. In the church, in the hospital. He said everything. And from now, he's now a Sunday school teacher. And he's a doctor. He's a good friend of mine until now. After that, I told them, where's my baby? They go to see me, my baby. She's like 3.5 kg. A baby of 3.5 kg, but my stomach was the way I told you until the tape measure, they put in the tape measure. It was the spirit that's sending to me so that I can be killed. So that I can die with that baby. Their aim, my family, their aim was to be killed. I was supposed to die. After that, that woman who helped me, she took me in her house. I stayed like 3 months, 4 months to her house. After that, I went to my room, which I was rented. I started life again, like going to wash utensils for the hotels so that they can have food, they can have this. Going to churches, begging, like a beggar. Some people are telling me, you're a good woman, you're supposed to be married, you're supposed to do this, something. You see, some people just wanted to take advantage of you as a woman. But I said, no, let me beg. You call me beggar, you call me this, but I'm doing this because of Jesus. I cannot do prostitution. I cannot do something stupid so that I can get married or help my kids. But better me to beg. So that's what the life I was living in Singida. After my daughter one day my door was closed with the landlord because I don't have the money. I went outside there in the street. I slept in the street. I went to some church there called TAG Church. I slept here in front of that church until morning. Then the pastor came, what is wrong? I told me they will close my door because I don't have the money for the rent. For my baby, for my son, I stayed there until morning. So he helped me to give me some money for the rent and for food that time. So I started looking for a job like teacher to teach English. So because I don't have any certificate or show me that I'm a teacher, but I try to beg for people. So there is a Sheikh Muslim, I think Sheikh or Ustad, Sheikh, a leader of a Muslim. Because I was wearing like this, they thought that I'm a Muslim. I said to me, you are trying to get a job? Yes, I says yes. I can teach English. I know English. I can teach English. Because Tanzania here they most use Swahili language. English is very rare. So he told me, I'll try to talk to a sheikh. There is a sheikh here, he has schools, English media schools. I'll try to talk to him. So even if you can teach nursery school. Then I say, okay, help me. I didn't tell him that I'm Christian. I didn't tell him anything. I just said my mom because people thought that I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim. So I got, we went to talk to that sheikh. Then he called me. I told him, he told me, okay, you know English? I said, I know English. I can teach nursery class 1 like that. I can teach. Then he told me that she told me because the time of Corona, all the schools was closed. He told me when the school will be open, I will take you to another village, not Singida, a village called Ilongero. It's out of the Singida. I'll take you, I have a school there, you go to teach. Then I say thank you. Then I say, after saying thank you, after 2 days, again, my rental was off. They want to close my door. I went to that sheikh, he told him that you will cut out for my salary, which when you give me the work, can you help me to pay the rental? Then I paid for 1 month. After that, he called me and took me out to the Ilongero, a village called Ilongero. I started teaching there, a school there, a Muslim school. And that Muslim school, you cannot go with another clothes. As a woman, you must have hijab and like that, and men's having what you call kanzu, or the clothes Muslims have on the Friday, wearing on Friday. So you cannot wear another clothes. And even Sunday, that school, even Sunday, we are going to school. Just Friday afternoon, there is no school, and Saturday. But Sunday, it is a school like Monday. It was painful to me because I'm Christian. I need to serve God the way I promised Him. That if you save me from these people, I'll serve Him. I saw like I'm wasting time. I doing this. I was struggling, crying, deeply hurting in my soul. Then after that, I worked like 3 months, 4 months, like 5 months there. I just took my mattress there and I told him to buy for me a bed because it was very cold. You cannot sleep in the mattress. It was very cold. They gave me the bed. I started working there. After I became a friend with a lady called we called it Mama Alex. She was a Christian. But that area, Ilongero area, 95% they are Muslims. Song Muslims. So that woman was Taylor. She was Taylor. I became friend with her. Then one day I told her, "Where are you coming from this side?" She told me I came from, there is a crusade there. There is a preaching there. A Christian, yes. I told her, "Can you show me any pastor?" Then she started clapping her hand like this and told me, "Since when a Somali lady and a Muslim lady, and the way you are wearing, you are trying to find pastor?" So I was afraid to tell her anything because I saw her, she's like talking to everybody. So I was afraid she can dispose me and people will know me I'm a Christian, and it would be dangerous for me there. So she told me when we are talking, she saw another pastor passing there, but a pastor who came from another village to come to that crusade. She told me there's a pastor with another village. Then I told her, "Can you call for me him?" Then she called the guy, the pastor. Then I said, "Can you give me a chance? Let me talk to pastor." I talked to the pastor and I told him the story. He was shocked. A Somali lady to be a Christian, the way I'm wearing. And so he was shocked because of the thirsty I was having to serve Lord, but I don't have the chance. Then he told me he will show me. He told me, "Can you come to the crusade tomorrow evening so that I can make you to meet with a bishop?" And not bishop, bishop. A bishop, yes, I said, okay. Then at the evening that day, I came from the school. At the evening, I went to that crusade by hiding myself. Made me to meet with the Bishop Lazaro. So I told Bishop Lazaro what I passed through since I came from Somalia, what I passed through and why I'm in Longero village and how I came to Longero village and how I started to teach that school where it is in Longero. But I told him I want you to help me because my aim is not teaching primary school. My aim is to go to Bible school, to know the Bible very well as I know Quran, so that I can be able to teach or to spread gospel in the world, especially to my brothers or my sisters in the other religion of Muslims, to tell them the truth, who the true God is. So I told him, I just want you to help me. Then he told me, we'll talk to there is a Tanzanian missionaries here who are dealing with people like you, so that they can help you to go to school, to Bible school. Then I told him it was okay, but I told him that I don't want anyone to know about me in the Lengero area, because that area, the Muslim majority of the Muslims, and the school I am teaching is a Muslim school. Even if it is an English media, it is a Muslim school under the religion, and the owner is a sheikh, or the leader of the religion. So I was going. I cannot go on Sunday to that church, and this church was a FPCT church, Free Pentecostal Church. I cannot be able to go on Sunday because on that Sunday we are going at school teaching like Mondays. So there is no way I can go to church on Sundays. So Wednesday evening, I go like there in the church, meeting with the bishop, just try to teach me some Bible a bit, then come back home. Then one day he told me, have you baptized? Then I said no. Then we plan so that he can baptize me at night, 9 p.m. at night, because he cannot do at the daytime, because of the security and the society over there, that I said that they are Muslim. So I cannot do that publicly at the daytime. So he told me today, not today, next week we'll come at night. That's the time we'll be baptize you. So I was baptized at night, 9 p.m. with the name Victoria Johanna. Ifra Nurwa Salme is my name of Somali name. So after baptized, I stayed there like 1 month again. Then he talked to missionary, Tanzanian missionary, a guy called Daniel. Then he talked to me and asked me some questions, where I came from, all that story. Then he told me, what do you want to do, or what do you want us to help you? Then I said, I want to go to Bible study. I want to know Bible. About the Quran, I know Quran, but I don't know Bible. And I want to be to preach gospel, because it was a promise between me and Jesus that I will serve him, I will do his work until the rest of my life. So, and how I would get maybe something to do so that my kids can be having something to eat, rental, something like that. Then he told me, let him try to talk with people who can support me maybe, so that I can go to school. I remember it was 2020, date 17 October, when he came to Singida to pick me up there with my kids. Pastor Bishop told me we're supposed to go to Singida town from the village we are. Then I took my bed and all items I have there to the church of FCT. I took just my clothes, and Bishop bought for me a box so that I can put my clothes. So I remember it was on Sunday. He told me we were supposed to go to Singida town, but you cannot go with the same car because of the situation of that Muslim majority there. So people can say something maybe, but how can Bishop work with a Muslim woman like that? So I went first to Singida town with my kids, with my 2 kids. Then Bishop came later. He met us in the bus station. Then he told us, have you eaten breakfast? I said no. He took us to the hotel. We eat what we have eaten. Then he took us to the main road of Singida, Dodoma. So we were waited there missionary Daniel. He came there. We met him first time. Bishop met him first time because they were talking through phone. He just gave me to Daniel and my kids.
He bought us 10 kg of rice and gave me 40,000 shillings for Tanzania money. Then we entered to the car, which will missionary have it until so that we can come to Dar es Salaam, so that I can study to study Bible college. But when we started our journey from there, we prayed, and Bishop prayed for us, for our journey, for our life. Then that's what happened that time. And we started journey from Singida, coming to Dodoma. I think it was 1 p.m. We were in Dodoma at evening, like 6 p.m. Missionary then told us, let us eat something here. We started eating. After finishing eating, then we started. After finishing, we started going. But his car started having a problem, mechanical problem. He told me that let us wait. Let me see how it will be in the mechanical. Then the mechanical said that it has a problem, so we cannot make it now. Then he took me to the guest house with my kids. He told us to sleep here, to stay here until morning. He's going to sleep somewhere else, and to know how at morning to go to the mechanic again to repair the car. Then we slept there. Morning he came for us. We started the journey, but before we went to the bus station of Dodoma, so that maybe the luggage I was having in the car to reduce it to the bus, the big bus, the public bus, which is so that you can meet it in Dar es Salaam. So we took some boxes from the small car we have it to the bus, so that they can take with the big bus, so that we can meet with the items in a bus station Dar es Salaam. After that, when we after starting journey again from the bus station, a bit like 1 kilometer, the car started problem again. Then because we are not far, we're not out of the Dodoma, we called the mechanic, the same mechanic. He came. I don't know what he was doing with that mechanic. It was just like he was touching something small there and said, okay, it is okay, you can go now. We went until we go somewhere we called a place called Gairo. When we met at Gairo, he told us, so because I think it was like 12 p.m., something like that. He told me now we are supposed to take a lunch. We stopped there, but before we stopped, the car knocked and didn't want to move again until people helped us to push the car aside of the road. So he took us to the hotel, and he told me that you just start eating with the kids. Let me start repairing the car with the mechanic. Let me find for a mechanic. But when the mechanic came to the car, he told Daniel that the car it needs a spare. I don't remember spare of what, but it needs a spare. So the Daniel came to me, the missionary came to me, then that okay, you're supposed to sleep here again, so that he can go to a place called Morogoro, so that he can sleep there and buy that spare of the metal that he has been taught with the mechanic. Then the next morning, so that he can come with the spare to repair, and then we start journey. Then I said it is okay. He took us to the guest. We slept there. He went to Morogoro. Morogoro is a place, another town. So he went there. He slept there. He just gave me 10,000 for the morning. Maybe if we wake up with the kids to have a breakfast. After he went there, after the night we slept. Okay, morning we wake up with my kids, wash them, and I went to have a breakfast. I went where the the mechanic was. I stayed there because I don't know a place to go. I don't know anyone. So I stayed there in the mechanic place. Then I called him in the phone. He said, I tried to look for the spare, but there is no spare. There is no spare here. So I decided to come back to Gairo. We leave the car there. We took a public bus to Dar es Salaam, then I will come back with the spare from Dar es Salaam. I say it is okay. If you want to succeed, and the devil is there, he don't want you to succeed or to fulfill your dreams. So he must put some rejects so that you cannot succeed what you need or what you want in life. So because the devil has known that if I go to Dar es Salaam, I will fulfill my dreams of going to school and I will preach the gospel. So this mechanical problem started because even the missionary was surprised what happened with this car, because it was not that way. We slept from Singida to Dar es Salaam, you can go just one day. But we slept Dodoma, we slept Gairo, 2 days. Still we are not in Dar es Salaam. That's the devil. So if you see something like that in your life, you must pray. Pray so that all rejecting, all that what bounding you and your succeed that God has opened to you should be removed in Jesus' name. Then we slept. When he came, then he said, okay, fine. He talked to the mechanic. He said, I'm going to take I'll come back maybe next week with the spare. But now I'm going to Dar es Salaam. We took a motorbike from there to the bus station. It was like 6 p.m. in the evening. We entered the public bus. Going to Dar es Salaam. We started our journey. When we were in a place called Chalinze, there's a place called Chalinze. The public bus where we are in, the bus knocked that he cannot move again. That's why I said it is devil. Because that car, if it is the mechanic, what about this bus? Because we are the behind. We saw people getting out of the bus, then we asked what's the problem? The bus cannot move again. Why? We don't know. So I know that it's that devil, which knows that if I'm going to move to study the word of God, that I promised God that I will spread the gospel in the rest of my life. To a community, to a Muslim people, to all the world, that there is one God, and that is Jesus. So we moved out the bus. We start praying so that God can make us reach peacefully, safely to Dar es Salaam. We start again finding another car so that we can go to get us to Dar es Salaam. We started struggling because it was 9 p.m. at night. Cars are moving up and down, trying to stop it. Others are not stopping. We struggled. I'm carrying my daughter in my bag. My son was there. So we struggled a bit, but God gave us another car. We entered in Dar es Salaam midnight at night. The missionary took us to the main office or main church of FPCT Church, Free Pentecostal Church. We get there. We have been given a place to sleep. We sleep that night there. Morning we have the breakfast. We thank God for everything. We thank God for the journey, even if the devil was there, us not to fulfill, but God has made it us to make it to Dar es Salaam. After the morning, we went to the bus, which we transferred our items, our bags. We went there to pick my parcel, my bags. He took us to a house which was rented for us. We stayed there with my 2 kids. It was 2020, October. So we stayed there, and they told me that on January 2021 we'll go to school. But I started going to school. Before going to school, I begged them to circumcise my son, because he was 6 years old now. They helped me to circumcise him. On January 2021, they helped me. We took to school my son, and I went to Bible college. I studied Bible college in church, in EAGT College Bible. I finished last year. I finished diploma, and I thank God I was doing well in my studies, in my test. Even if people they're surprised. How can I get 100 maybe in a Bible studies while I have never been reading or know how to read clearly or understand clearly Bible? But I know the Holy Spirit was teaching me, and my aim is doing that. I was having that thirsty of knowing Word of God. I was having that thirsty to know the Bible, because there is a promise between me and Jesus to tell the people the truth, especially the place I came from, or the religion I came from. I mean Muslims, to tell them the truth. There is no another way, because even in the Quran, verse 43, 65, 61, Allah telling people that it's the only way is Jesus in that verse. So that promise, I must fulfill the promise I told God, between me and God. And that was my thirsty. I finished my college, Bible theory. I got my diploma certificate. After finishing, before, let me go back a bit. Before I go to the Bible college, and the missionary went to introduce me to the FPCT church in a place called Kijichi, where I was staying, near to stay, with a pastor called Francis Tawale. He's the first pastor who I met there, who supported me in a spiritual way, to know God. So he helped me with a lot of things, and it's the church which I was going to every Sunday to pray with my kids. From the day I went there until now, I'm in the FPCT church. After finishing my diploma, I started preaching, going around in Tanzania. Some churches, they are calling me for the seminar, for preaching, outside the crusade, inside of the seminar. But there is even a security problem for me, because the place I came from, the security was that how a Somali lady can be a Christian, how can be a Somali lady or a Muslim lady starting preaching gospel, preaching gospel, not even hiding herself, open, that I'm not afraid of anything. So some people, they're starting abusing, something like that. Some people threatening you. So I don't care, because I know God is protecting me, and God is here for me. He's the one who protected me from the place I came from until now. And He's the one who made me to be alive until now. If I was supposed to die, I was supposed to die when I was there in Somalia with my people who wanted to hear me. But I know God, He will never leave me, because there is promise between me and Him. And even I wrote my book. Called, I wrote in Kiswahili, but I'll come one day, God willing, if I get strength or people will help me, I will write it in English, but now I wrote in Kiswahili called, I'll tell you in English, it's called My Journey to Jesus. But in Swahili, Safari yangu kwa Yesu. But in English, we say My Journey to Jesus, about my story. So I started preaching up and there in Tanzania, but I didn't started my church because of my security. My security is not clear yet, because even here, majority are Muslims too. And people don't like Muslims to become Christian. But people like Christians to become Muslim. That's the problem. Because if a Christian come to be a Muslim, nobody follows someone. Nobody asks why you are doing this. Why are you became a Muslim? But if you move from Muslim to convert to Christianity, they are minding a lot. How can you come to a Christianity? How can you do this a lot? They are judging you and threatening you. So even now I'm in bad security with my kids, but I know God will open one day for me to go out of here. I'm praying to God, people can help me, people can see me and help me in another way. Because what I need in life now is preaching gospel in the world, not in Tanzania only. Preaching gospel and say the truth about Jesus. So after that, last year, not 2022, no, 2021, on May, I think it was in May. Because I was dreaming that my kids are suffering. My kids whom I left there, they have been tortured. God is showing me in the dream that my kids are suffering. How will I go back there where the place I was being wanted to be killed? How will I save my kids from the death, from the torture? That was, I was crying at night, crying at day. God, show me the way, how to help my kids. I know they are suffering because of me. So I tried to talk to pastor, to that missionary to help me how to raise money for me so that I can go and follow my kids. But the question is, how will I start to go back there? How will I go there, face them? So I fasted 7 days so that God can help me, protect me from death, not to be killed. So it was May, I think it is a Ramadan day of Muslims. I said, I'm going now. I left my young kids in Tanzania. I told the church people and a house girl who I was staying with, who are helping me to stay with my kids when I'm going to preach the outside, to stay with my kids. I started the journey to go back to the border of Somalia, where I left my kids. But I weared the way I wear now, and I was not very fat at that time. I was very slim when I came here. I took a niqab. I think a niqab, you know, the niqab which we wear in the eyes that you cannot even see, not the way I am, but the niqab with the black one, so you can see the eyes only. I wear that. I went to the border of Garissa in Somalia there. So I don't, many things have changed there which I don't know. So I tried to convince a woman to tell me where my children they are, because the place I left, they are not there. So she told me, you must pay me. So I don't have much money, it's just the money that people have raised for me to help me to take my kids. So what will I do? I just give her so that she can help me. So she told me she will show me the houses where my daughter is and my son. My son is in Somalia, inside Somalia, and my daughter in the border of Kenya. I will show you the house, but don't interfere. Don't tell anyone that I'm the one who will help you. I will be killed. Then I told her, I will never tell anyone. The first person I started with to follow is my son, who is in Somalia. I went there. It was in the border, not deeply in Somalia, but the border, the other side of the border. You can see Kenya and Somalia. We went there. She told me, you see that house. She showed me just for showing with me her fingers that that's the house, but I don't. Even the people catch you, don't tell them I'm the one who helped you to show even this house. I said I'll never do that. She just showed me that house, and the house which is my daughter was. She disappeared. Then I went that house where my son was. I prayed, I said, God, let the first person who is opening this door will be my son, so that I can run with him. I prayed first, and remember, I am in prayer for 7 days. Since I started my journey until now, I'm just fasting. I'm fasting. And what's that day is for that day, I was fasting. I just knocked the gate, and the miracle of God, my son opened the doors. But he didn't know me, because I became big. I was not this way before. I was not wearing eyeglasses, but eyeglasses I came to wear it because of the way they were torturing me the other time, giving me the blows of the eyes, beating me until it comes the nerves of my eyes get problem. So my sight was having a problem by beating with my family, because they were just beating me up with the canes, with the blows. They just jumping over me and everything doing for me. So it becomes a problem. But when he get outside, I just wanted just like greeting him. He gave me his hand. I pulled him outside and put the lock, the gate to lock it and outside. Then I removed my eyeglass. He said, he didn't remember me first. Then I said, it was me, Mama. So he told me, you are died. Mom, you are died. How will I die? They told us you have died. How do you came alive? They told me you have died. We have just buried you. There is your coffin somewhere. You have been buried somewhere. We know that you are died, and everybody told us your mother is dead. I said I didn't die. So he cried first, and I said, no wasting time. I took his hand and started running through the bush until I got out of there, came to the Kenya side of Garissa. Then I talked to someone in a place I told before, Tana River. Tana River is a river which divide Garissa and Gariseni, different places. So the other people there are living is some Christians, not most of one small Christians. There's a guy who has a taxi. I told him, please help me. He told me, but then I put my son in that car, and I said, go stand far from here, so because I don't want anyone to saw you, because I don't want any problem with you, with these people. Then I went to the house where my daughter was. It was her cousin's house. Then I've done the same thing. I prayed to God. Then I knocked the door. They opened to me. Because they don't see me, and they don't remember that I changed my voice, and the way I was big, they cannot think that it is me. I told them, I started saying, because I've been told that there is rental houses there, that there is nobody there. So I said, I want to rent a house. There are empty houses here. Because they were busy cooking futar for the Ramadan. Something to eat for the Ramadan, futar, they call it futar. They were busy in the kitchen. So they told me that there is a house there empty. Then they told my daughter, Amril, go and take that key, show this woman that houses. Amril is my daughter. I said, thank you, God, in my heart. She went there, she opened the door, we entered together, then I closed like this door, and I just put out my niqab. She started to shout it, then I catch her mouth. I closed her mouth, and I told her, don't make noise. I came to take you from here. But you have been told you had died. You died. You buried there. Your coffin is there. You are buried there. Where? We can show you. All your clothes, all your items, they put it there. You are dead. They told us your mother's dead. So she was crying. And I saw that this one tear is not there. I told her what happened to this. She started crying and told me that they told us the children of devil, the children of kafir. Kafir is the people who the person who don't believe in God, just idol. So they say that you are devil like your mother. So they knocked her with a metal. That's what she told me. So I told her, don't talk. We just go. I will talk to them. Then when I'm getting out, just follow me as you are closing the door, the gate. Then we'll go. Then we said yes. Then we get out of that room. I told her. So I was not in a hurry. I told them how much is it and something like that. Then they told my daughter. Then I said I'll come tomorrow. Then her cousin told her, go and close the gate when the woman is getting out. Then we get out with her. When we get out, I just put the lock, outside. I closed the outside by the door. Then I started running with my daughter. We entered that car until we get a place called Madogo. We crossed that bridge, Madogo. Then the guy told me, okay. We entered in the bus coming to Nairobi. Because it's the only bus I met there. I cannot stop and start looking for another car to come to Mombasa, because Mombasa is a short way to go to Tanzania. But I cannot be, because I was afraid to be catch up, because I know if they catch up they will kill me, and that kid and my kids will be killed. So we didn't take any cloth with them, with anything. The way they were, I just took them with that. We entered in the bus coming to Nairobi. I heard that their father is in Nairobi. I said, God, don't make this guy to beat me, because he will kill me. In the way to the road, my kids are still crying, telling me, okay, let me go back again. Before we go to the bus, the woman who helped me, she came there where I was with a taxi. Have you got your kids? Then she told me your kids were suffering. Do you know you have been buried? I said no, I don't know. She showed me where I was buried, where we were standing. On the right side there, the bush, there is where the Muslim people are buried. She took me there and I saw my buried called Ifra Nur Al-Sam. Okay. Then my kids told me that you have been died and you are buried. The woman who helped me, she came where I was standing waiting for the car, because she told me she wanted to say hi to the kids. She didn't have not seen them all that years, but she known that they were suffering, my kids. Then the woman told me, you are buried the other side. Can we go before you go? Then seriously, I went there. I saw my burial there, or my coffin, I say coffin or whatever, my place where I was buried. And they have written Ifra Nur Al-Sam in my name, that I was buried there. So all my kids, I know that I'm all dead. So we entered, we say hi to that woman, she goes back, take care of your kids, that's all. We entered the bus. On the way, we are on the way in the bus, the kids are crying, telling me how they were being tortured. They told us that even their father, their aunties, whatever, they took their neck like this, and the other neck they put them in the basin, on in the drum which is have water. They're putting the kids like this, like wanting to kill them. They're saying, you are devil like your mother. You want to be a Christian like your mother. That's they're torturing. Sometimes they're taking water They're taking buckets of water. They're pouring in the mud. They're telling the children to go like this, going in the mud, just like torturing them. They don't giving them food sometimes. Sometimes water is the problem. Water comes maybe at midnight in the tap. They're just waking up the kids, and they have their big kids there. My kids to fetch the water midnight. All that they are doing to the kids. They don't even remember these kids. Their kids. Even their father, he don't know if this is my kids. All that they're doing because of me. So the children were crying, showing me all the marks they were beaten like that. We entered to Nairobi at like 10 p.m. We entered straight to the guest house. We slept. We started our journey the next day. It was Eid, the ceremony of the Muslim, that 2021. I came to Mombasa. We get to Mombasa at night. We slept. I came to the board of Tanzania. The money has finished for me. I started calling that missionaries, people helping me to send me money so that I can be able to take my kids to Tanzania. I take my kids to Tanzania. They send me, help me. We started our journey again to Tanzania. So when we reached what we call Tanga in Tanzania, Tanga. That's where the place I started buying for them. The money which has left are close to change, because I don't have the time for changing clothes, buying clothes, because we're running from that people. They came to change clothes in Tanga, Tanzania. So I took my kids, 2021 that time, and I thank God, people helped me to take to school, grade 5 and 6. And last year, my daughter Amri, my firstborn, she was grade 7. She has finished. Now she entered Form 1. And my son is grade 7. And Jibril, who I came with for the first time, he is grade 4. And which my daughter is in a baby class, she was in a pre-unity. I thank God for everything. But this is the testimony which I passed through. And still I have the problem of security where I am now. Because people in their mind, they don't believe that a Somali person or a Somali woman or a Somali community can be a Christian. That is the problem. How can be a Somali? Because they know that Somali, their religion is Islamic, and their country, they're Islamic. They are not church. They're Islamic. How can this woman be a Christian? Their mind is that I'm destroying them. Sometimes I'm making them into shame as religion, as a Muslim, as a community. So some people are threatening me with my kids. Sometimes I am sleeping at night like fearing maybe some people can come and kill us or something like that. I'm praying to God to have to protect us from these enemies, because I don't think we have done anything to anyone. It's just following the right place. We saw that is the right place. And as I said before, telling someone to be a Christian to Muslim is not by fight, not by force. We're supposed to teach the word of God so that someone can decide him or himself where to follow. I didn't come to a Christianity because I was been sick, I was been prayed so that I can become Christian, something like that. No, Jesus himself appeared to me live. I saw him, and is the one helped me to pass all that what I passed until I came here. Now that time I tried to get, because I cannot stay without any permit here. I came where the time people are getting this ID of Tanzania, people that's just getting ID. And because I was afraid to stay without any papers, even me, I entered that process and say, let me get even me the ID of here. Then I get the ID here. But the problem is that I didn't get passport, and they don't want to give me passport because they don't have my background. Because if you get passport, you must have who is your father, where are you, something like there's a question of following your roots, where you came from, so that you can get the passport. So even if I was born here and I went there when I was 4 years, but I don't have any proof. I don't have any people who can help me. So the passport is a problem. Even if I say because of the security, let me run from here, maybe. I cannot go anywhere because of that. What I'm talking or what I've said here, it is my real testimony, what I have passed through. The people are watching here. If you are passing through terrible or through problems, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Just believe in God. Pray to God who is alive, and you'll see Him one day. If I passed all that through that, I was been dead now, but I am alive today. I say thank you, Jesus, because He's the one who saved me until now. And I know through this testimony, people who will hear this testimony, who will see me live here, God will touch them, their heart, and try to help me. What I need from a Christian people, because now I don't have any family. They rejected me, they buried me. All the Christian in the world is my family now. I don't have any family again. I cannot say my uncle, my aunt, something like that. We are in a bad security, where they are. African places, majority, you know how they are. And if you convert to a Christianity, you know how torture, how terrible, how person can pass through, the way I'm passing through. Especially from the community I came from, Somali people. I'm under bad security. I need help from Christian. I need help because now I don't have a house, I don't have anything, just people helping me up and down. Please, I need help. I need to get out of here. If you are seeing this clip, where you are in London, you are America, you are where? Please help. And I'm talking to a person who I know God can touch his heart and see me, how I'm suffering and how I'm passing through. I saw a ministry, Joyce Meyer ministry. If you see me, Joyce Meyer ministry, I was following you until when I was in school. I need help. I need help. Please, I need help. I need help for the education of my kids. I need help for a place I called a home. When I call a house, I don't have my own home. We don't have a home. My kids don't have a home. We cannot go back there. We need a place called home, so that even if kids are growing up there, when they come back, we have our home, and that place, our home is there. To call a home, we don't have a home, we don't have anything. And our security is very bad. We are in threatening, and we are in security problem. Children need school, we need food, we need shelter, we need a lot of things. We need help. My number is, I'll say my number, if you want to talk to me, if you want to ask me any question, if you want to help me with anything that God will touch your heart. My number is +255 676 57 35 40. I will repeat again. My number is +255 676 57 35 40. That is my number, and it is written my Somali name, Ifra Nur Warsame. Ifra Nur Warsame. God bless you. I love you so much, all Christians. Christian, we need support. We need to spread gospel. And I like to continue with my education because I'm just a diploma. I like to go to a degree, masters, and all of us. And I like, or my dream is also to have a ministry one day, one time, to serve God. I need help. God bless you. God bless you, and I love you so much. Be blessed.